Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. I hope y'all are doing well. I have now been attempting to do this Ramble session. I don't even know how many times. This could be the fourth time, it could be the fifth time. I have lost count by now. Normally, I do my Ramble sessions on Monday, which would be yesterday, because today is Tuesday, April 10th. And yeah, I tried to film the Ramble session, and then when I was looking back at it, because I always look back at the video before I post it just to make sure I didn't have like a major screw up. And so yeah, I did. I misspoke about something, and so yeah, trashed that one. Then started over again, and then my crafty bestie called in this middle of it, so there went that one. And then the third time, oh, there was like information in my book that I didn't cover up. So of course I didn't notice it until I had filmed the whole thing and was watching it back. Yeah. Okay, so fast forward to this morning. I just tried to film the Ramble session a second ago, and the mail carrier came, so my dogs went nuts. Yeah, I think I'm going to put my dogs up for sale. In fact, I might even pay someone to take them. They're driving me absolutely insane, okay? Absolutely insane. I love my pups, but they're fixing to go nuts again, and I'm just going, I don't know what I'm going to do. I cannot be responsible for my actions. One moment, please. Jackson and Roxanne, come here, pups. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. So, yeah, they're always like crazy when they get back from the border. Well, they're always crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. You've been on my channel before, and yeah, they're always crazy, but they're even more crazy when they get back from the border. Like, I don't know what they do over there, but I'm sure they have lots of fun. But they end up driving me nuts when they get home. It's like they bark at every little thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I need to take a breath. My goodness. Okay. First things first, Fauxbonichi front. This is my March and April book. And this is the beginning of my April portion. I love this paper. I've said it before. Let's center this out. These are my labels that I put up in my header. And so, yeah, I have been like catching up like crazy, all right? Because I went away for 4 days and I went to my father's wedding. So that was very nice. And we went up to Georgia, in northern Georgia, and it's a beautiful area. I don't like the drive up there necessarily because it's like anywhere from 11 to 13 hours depending. But yeah, we got up there safely, had a wonderful time. This was one of their little, things that you could take home with you, which is so cute. I hope you can see it. It's like a metal key, and it's actually a bottle opener, which I find funny because my dad nor Pat really drink that much. But I just attached it right here with a large eyelet I had received, and I put it on the side here because that way when I'm writing, I can lay it off to the side so it's not lumpy or bumpy or anything like that. And then when I'm done with the book, of course, it'll just be tucked into the book. Yeah, so we had a lovely time at my dad's wedding. It was beautiful. His wife is just really such the quintessential Southern belle. She's so sweet, and she has a really great eye for decorating and floral arrangements and all that. So she had organized and decorated everything for the wedding. And it was just so sweet. And yeah, and it was really nice to see my family there too, because we don't always get together. We don't often get together. It's just, it's really hard with my husband working along with our health issues. And then my brother works a lot out of the country. So, yeah, so he's, you never know where he's at. In fact, I think he's in Berlin, Copenhagen. I don't know. He's somewhere not in the U.S., okay? So, yeah, and then my sister and her husband, my sister stays home and homeschools her son, and her husband is a truck driver. So, getting everybody together is just hard. And so it was really nice to get together with everybody and hang out and have a nice time and see everybody and all of that. And then the following day, we were going over to my dad's house to have a lovely catered prime rib lunch. And it was, oh my gosh, was it ever delicious. And then we got to spend more time with the family. So that was even sweeter, made it that much more sweet. And yeah, before we went to the lunch though, like right across the street from where my dad lives, like the road that you take, was something called the school bus graveyard, and it was a really cool place. Unfortunately I have not printed out the pictures yet, but yeah, it was really cool. It's like a junkyard of school buses and cars and all kinds of stuff that they had invited artists to come in and paint. So my daughter had seen it on the way to the wedding, and yeah, she's like, yeah, I want to go there. It's like great, picture and Instagram opportunities. So yeah, so we went there on Friday, and that was really cool to see. And yeah, and then we drove back on Saturday, and we started at 6 a.m. We got home about 5:30, and it was uneventful. Thank the Lord. Yeah. So I crocheted most of the time, and I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, I crocheted most of the time the whole way home. And by Sunday, oh my gosh, I woke up and my neck and my back were just aching. So anyway, let's see. So yeah, so Sunday we just kind of relaxed and did whatever. I worked in my room. Oh, I started on a graduation cap topper for my daughter, which I'll show you in a minute. And then yesterday, like I said, I was on the phone a lot yesterday and trying to film a Ramble session that didn't work out. And so anyhow, I went to my mailbox and I got two lovely cards, one's from Karen and one's from Heidi. So sweet of them to think of me. And I am going to apparently have to speak to either the postmaster or our postman. I don't know, because I have a feeling he is hoarding my mail. I don't know what the deal is. Like the whole time, well, first of all, these two cards, of course, were coming from abroad, and it literally took over a month. I mean, I think Heidi sent hers March 2nd, and Karen sent hers March 9th, I think. And yeah, I mean, I just got them yesterday, so crazy. I don't understand what's going on. And then when we were gone for like 4 days, you'd think, because my son was here. So you think that we would have like a stack of mail from 4 days. No, we had like 2 pieces of mail from 4 days. And then when I went out to the post, to the box yesterday, I had a whole stack of mail. So I'm like, what are you doing? Like, really? What are you doing? Do you need more coffee? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but something's going to have to be done because I want my freaking mail. Oh, anyway, first world problem. So there's the Fauxbonichi front. I am all caught up. I actually sat in here this morning, and I mean, that's why this is such a mess, but my writing and everything, because I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I caught up on 6 pages this morning. But I'm all caught up, and that's all that matters. So there's that. Been working on that this morning. I'm hoping to work on some other things. I got a lot of stuff going on. So this is the next thing that I started working on Sunday. And this is actually going to go on top of my daughter's graduation cap, okay? It's a thing. So what it is we'll tack it on to the top of her cap so that when when I'm looking down at her in the auditorium when she's graduating, you'll see the top, well, you won't obviously, but the people in the audience will see the top of the cap. And a lot of people do it. It's a popular thing to do. So she had asked me, she had found the design on Pinterest of the sunflowers. Well, these will be sunflowers by the time I'm finished. I need to add a lot more definition, a lot more layers, highlights and shadows and all that kind of stuff. And then she liked this quote, so that's the quote she wanted, and I simply, you know, lettered it out in pencil and then used my white Posca marker to outline it so that I could see it. And then what I'm going to do, and I have to get another one, is she wants all of this in gold glitter. So this is the two-way glue. It's the Zig glue, and it is, you know, it has a point with a roller ball on the top. And so it's really makes a fine glue line. So it makes glittering stuff like lettering really quick and simple and fast and all of that. So yeah, it's real, you can get real precise with this glue pen. So I love to use this. So I can't wait till this is done. It'll probably take me like most of the week to get it done because of all the layering and drying time and all that kind of stuff. So I'm working on that. I seriously need to clean my desk off. And let's see. This is now that I have attempted to film this flipping ramble session like 4 or 5 times now. I can't remember what I've told you and what I haven't told you. So this is the lap Gand that I worked on. Well, I've been working on it, obviously, but I worked on it a lot for probably about 8 hours on the drive home when we were coming home from our trip. And this is just simply, I'm making this for my grandmother. And it is simply a lap Gand, which is like the measurements are like 36 inches wide by about 40 inches long. And it is made out of a simple granny stitch, just row after row after row, granny stitch. Y'all know I do not read patterns, so I find a stitch that I like, a stitch that I can do, and I just do rows of it. I'm just starting out, so, you know, I don't get too fancy with it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the color is rum raisin, and it is going to take about 3 cakes to make it. And let me see if I have one of the things here. Is this rum raisin? Here's the thing right here. It's Karen Cakes. Yeah, rum raisin. Okay. It's 1 ball. Alrighty then. Let me see. Does it tell how big it is? Yeah, I guess it does. Okay. 200 grams, 7.1 ounces. I don't know what that means. Okay. Approximately 383 yards of yarn. So it's going to take, I think it's going to take all 3 cakes to do this. And, yeah, one of the things I found out, and of course, you know, you people that crochet all the time, you're probably like, duh, Elizabeth, okay? This is what I found out, like, this was the original ball of yarn, and I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I can tell the difference between the colors because the lot is different, okay? So, this was the original ball that I had started. And then I realized, you know, 1 ball doesn't get you very far. So I went and ordered 3 more cakes, right? Got them in the mail. And when I looked at the colors, I know it's probably not showing up, but see, this color right here is supposed to be this color. And this color is a lot brighter, right? And look at the green. See, the greens, this one in the ball is a lot brighter than this one here. So I was like, oh, poo, what am I going to do now? So I stopped using this yarn and I just am making the lap Gand out of the 3 cakes that I have. Then what I think I'll do is put the border, I'll unravel all of this, and I'll use this yarn to make the border. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. Yeah, so that's the crochet front. Oh my gosh. My goal with this though is to actually drive it. Yes, you heard me. Drive by myself to my grandmother's house to deliver it to her personally. So, yeah, she lives about 45 minutes to an hour away. And I do not get up there very often at all to see her. And I really would like to. So, yeah, I'm making this for her and hopefully she'll enjoy it. So, there's that. What else? Nothing else, I don't think, that I've been working on. I'm going to, today, after I get off with you guys, I'm going to make some more of this paper. Now, somebody had called it in a comment, had called it patchwork. Referred to it as patchwork. I just recently saw a video from, who was it? Let me think. Gail Agostinelli, and I will leave her link below. If you have not watched her channel, oh my goodness, what a sweetheart she seems to be, and she's doing really fabulous stuff on her channel. And so yeah, I'll leave her link below. And so she was doing this paper also, and I think she got her inspiration from Nick the Booksmith, and I think Nick the Booksmith calls it Frankenpaper, you know, because it's just a conglomeration of bits and pieces stuck together. So yeah, I think I need to make another one of these, and I think I'm going to make a few more as well, just as time permits, you know, because we all have scraps and I want to use them up. And I scan mine into my computer, turn it into a PDF file. That way I will have a folder in my computer of a bunch of papers. And I showed you this last time, but one of the things that you can do with this paper is actually photocopy it onto tea-dyed or coffee-stained paper, right? And then, you know, so you're essentially just making like your own scrapbook paper or your own digital journal paper, and it's super easy and super fun. So I want to work on that. I need to clean my desk and work on my daughter's cap topper, and yeah. And that's about it. So, and I mean, I know I keep promising y'all that I'm going to film the evolution videos and the quick flips and the other flips and all that kind of stuff. And, yeah, I need to ask for your patience, please. These last few months have been crazy. I mean, it's been crazy since January, but the last few months have really been just crazy. And, you know, I mean, starting with going up for my dad's wedding, and then we've got, you know, doctor's appointments up the yin yang, and procedures for my husband coming up, and what else? 2 graduations coming up. Oh my goodness. My daughter's graduating from her university with her bachelor's degree in English, and my son's graduation ceremony, he graduated back in December, and he graduated with his 2-year degree, his associate in arts degree. And so his walking ceremony is in May. So, and then in between all that time, my daughter and I have to go get her senior pictures taken. My dear crafty bestie is going to be our photographer. She does wonderful photos. And so she has agreed to help us out there. And yeah, so, I mean, we're just going to be so busy, and I really, really need a break. And yeah, I mean, you'd think, you know, that, hello, I just got off a 4-day vacation, but it was really just like a quick whirlwind, and it wasn't even a vacation, you know what I mean? So it was nice seeing everybody. It was wonderful seeing everybody and getting to spend time with my family and everything, but it was just so quick. And you know, yeah, Big Handsome hasn't been feeling well at all. So I don't know. I think he goes in for the start of some procedures next week. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but he's been doing pretty darn poorly lately. But anyway, so hate to leave you on that sad note, but I'm going to get started cleaning up my desk and working on some of these projects. And yeah, thanks for sharing your time with me and hanging out with me. And I really hope that this is my last take on this ramble session, and I do not have to do a 5th or 6th one. So thanks again. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.